it was slammed.
That is fair.
What set is next?
Next up, we are doing Bronze League, Yeesh versus Yerand.
Oh, that should be good. And that'll be right at the bottom of my replays because they both start with Y.
Yeah, I'm quite looking forward to this one. Bronze League feels like it's lower down, but Yeesh and Yerand are both, I think, better at this game than people give them credit for.
I've played both of them. Yerand is really strong. And Yeesh has like a lot of tricks up his sleeves. He just surprises me a lot, which I think makes him kind of a threat too. Yeah, they're both really good players. From what I can tell, I think Yerand typically plays like a more standard kind of game. And I guess he works more foundationally. And Yeesh, I think he's just a really surprising player. Like, he does a lot of crazy stuff as Spy, and a lot of it works. So, yeah, this should be fun.
This should be a lot of fun.
So can Yerand control the craziness, I think, is the question here. At least for me.
Yeah.
Maybe they play differently when they're in SCL.
Well, SCL has a tendency to make spies slow down and play more conservatively just because of the nature of the competition. So
right.
We'll see what winds up happening. Let's get into the first match. Starting things off, Yeesh as the spy, Yerand as the sniper on Veranda, and he 5 of 7.
All right, gonna be starting this in 3, 2, 1, go.
And Veranda has changed a lot since it got hit with the pretty stick, and honestly, I haven't had a whole lot of time to play around with it since.
Yeah, there's a bit more occlusion now. It's I think it's harder to spot certain characters. Certainly, Yeesh's character.
Oh yeah.
Although he already has a highlight, I'm guessing that that's a routine highlight for that character that Yerand maybe throws out just so he can keep track of the small guy.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's not a bad strategy.
Ooh.
Especially if Yeesh wants to add time here.
This is a good place to do it. Got caught up a little bit on the path in. Very slow start from Yeesh, but
yeah, decides not to.
In a good position for his BB.
There's a lot of movement, so he'd have to wait, I think, to get like a better BB here. There, he's moving his camera around, I think. Yeah, he doesn't like it, so he's gonna go. Difficult.
And
he got
it.
Yeah.
That's a very nice thing to see if you're Yeesh.
And Yerand, even if he's tracking that, he knows that's a hard mode or a hard print. But I doubt he's going to be suspicious of it, because even if, you know, a suspect grabs a hard print, that green is hard to hit.
Yeah, I don't think almost anybody tracks for difficult prints. It's just, there's so much to keep track of, especially on a map this size already, that it's such a difficult thing to look for the second touch as well as the first.
If there's anybody who does, it would be Kaylee. I don't think there's anybody else who I would assume does. Kaylee might, though.
Either way, Yeesh picks up a 51% flirt and a red book to take out. Let's see what he does with it.
Is that his real DA there? Yeah, he can grab a BB, and then he's in a good spot to put this book away. Yerand still doesn't have, you know, too many suspects. I think he has 4 highlights total. Yeesh is running really low on time here.
Yeah.
So here's one mission. He only needs 1 more print. Bug is quick. Seduce could really hurt him if he doesn't get a green, though.
Yeah. He is almost committed to this.
He wants the
BB,
BB
it
first.
looks like it's a reasonable
good.
time for it.
That's smart. You can get
Yeah.
flirt anywhere. You can only BB here. So.
Yeah.
Oh, and he can get a bug too.
Oh, that is just perfect.
Amba's probably gonna leave soon though. See if he gets it. Yeah, Amba leaves. Purloin? No, just a drink.
No, just a drink. In your situation, went for the fingerprint, didn't get it.
Oh, he's assuming real though, or Yerand is. So that's a lot of lowlights. He low-lit 2 of his highlights, and they were in conversation.
I think this late in the game, it makes a lot of sense to assume real.
Even if it's the spy, then those lowlights are gonna time out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't get his green.
And he takes the bullet
shot
to
for
boot.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a rough game on Spy for Yeesh.
Yeah. Let's see. I want to see where he gets. Oh, I'm auto-playing the next one. Whoops. So where did he get highlight? Because I have to actually go back.
Right at the beginning, routine highlight.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm guessing that's what it is. Yeah, and that's pretty rough.
Yeah.
It sucks that we can't see if he actually like chose that character or if he just randomed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's tough luck.
Either way, Yerand picks up the first game and is ready to step into the spy shoes on Veranda.
Yep, we'll see what he can do in 3, 2, 1, go.
Yerand playing one of the twins. Other twin is a civilian non-cast member.
It looks like Yeesh is just tracking the hardtails right now, checking the guest list.
First game of the night, it makes sense to just make sure you're on the hardtails to settle into things. Interesting little purloin and slip away there. I think that came off really clean.
Yeah, I think so too.
That was a neat little move to grab it and slip behind the door there.
Yeah, I'll have to keep that one in mind. At the very least, I don't want that happening to me.
Reasonable position for the BB. Lots of
we're
people in conversation.
getting some highlights now. Maybe purloin suspects.
That's what I'm thinking. Although I also think he knows he was late on it. So he's going to probably play a little bit more aggressive on the sniper from now on.
Yeah. Yeah. And when you know a hardtail's done, you have to start incorporating more soft-tail watching as well.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, the game gets harder for you if you miss it like that.
BB comes off.
Bug, maybe?
3, 4 lowlights. Not too bad.
Yeah, especially since he already has a hardtail out of the way, he can sacrifice a few more.
That was a
lowlights there.
nice
It was a
little
decent
AI
BB.
redirect. Fingerprint on the briefcase. And settles in for his first flirt of the game at 1 minute and 50. It's 33% on it, so still plenty of room for whites.
Quicker. He might have to move a little quick on Seduce, but he's in really good position here.
Yeah.
He could maybe bug. That's an option. He only needs 1 print, and he's, close enough to get that briefcase. Yeah.
The positioning is pretty good. Lots of...
I think no microfilm here. Just burn some time to reset flirt.
Look at all this cover. There's so much cover.
Oh, he goes for it.
I think that was a great play
that
because
great,
with the sheer number of people in that conversation right between him and the sniper, it was rough trying to get out from behind that convo, but he handled it pretty darn well.
Yeah, no hard hits. He really wanted to get in there.
Too. I really like the decision to time ad there. Especially because it's the first game of the night. It's going to give one more thing for Yeesh to watch for the rest of the evening, and it did give him more time when he needed it. Nice little green test to set that microfilm away.
And it looks like Yeesh is really just focused on his highlights here.
Yeah.
If your highlights are not being suspicious, you got to look at your normal lights, you know? And
Absolutely.
I think he's kind of failing to do that right now.
It's just such a hard thing to do, to admit
He really
you've
wants
completely
this
missed
print
it for
here.
this long.
But Seduce is starting to hurt him right now.
It
Is he
really
going to time
is.
at again? I don't think it's a good idea. I think he can get Bug, force the Amp out, and get the
Yeah.
other print. I think that might be the best strategy here.
Here he goes. It wasn't a pretty bug.
Oh, it
and
wasn't
the
a pretty
shot
bug.
comes
Yeah.
off.
Yeah. I mean, he had 30 seconds to figure it out.
Yeah.
So maybe he should have taken that a little bit slower. But it was the right, I think, decision, just poor execution.
Yeah, I think he tried to go behind instead of in front of, and just swung the camera around a little too soon. Nerves can get to you sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, it was a rough spot to be in because he had played a very clean, very nice game.
Yeah.
And he just got a little bit of bad luck with the ST. Like, he started that a little bit too late, and then just had bad luck with it after that. So yeah, the bug was a bit panicked. He also bumped Toby and I think another character, so.
Yeah. That's going to be a little bit of a painful loss for Yerand, I think. But we're all tied up 1-1, heading into pub any 4 of 7. Yeesh starting things off on the spy side.
We'll start this in 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh my, quick bug coming off.
Yeah, I missed it. It was that fast.
It was not amazing, but it didn't have to be.
Well, he was high-lit.
Yeah.
He was high-lit.
That early on, it's hard to get a really nice bug off. Usually you just go for it and you're either caught or you're not. In that case, I think Yeesh might not have gotten away with that one.
And for a lot of players, the current meta is stare at the Amba during their early chaos, you know, because it takes 10 seconds to swap, it only takes 1 second to bug. So, you know, those
the bug doesn't leave a trace.
He does have 1 print and 50% seduce, but since he was highlight so early, that the twin pair is going to be really easy to track.
Yeah.
I think Yerand probably has this game.
This is going to be difficult for Yeesh. Getting the print off the drink is nice. Might be able to get a second one without even...
A fake BB could be good if the other DA is in conversation. They left. He might get a real one.
He might. No, it looks like he's heading inside. Although, being able to get the 2 flirt with someone in between the 2 is a very nice little consolation for Yeesh.
Yeah. Yeah. And now that that's done, he doesn't have to meet that character again. That's very good for him.
Avoid the other twin like the plague at this point. 1 print, 2 missions done.
No statue. Oh, I don't think he can do this one.
This could be death.
I mean, is there a print on it? If there's a print on it, he could win. I don't think he'll get shot here. But he can't BB after this.
Doesn't look like there is.
Yeah, there's no print.
He might try to print on the drink again after the Amba here. I think that's the plan.
Silent game.
The Amba.
It's hard to shoot on a silent game.
Yeah. And he's the only one in line, doesn't have to confirm it with a demand or anything like that.
Grabs a drink. Is he gonna get shot? Wow.
Because he can, but takes the bullet. I think Yeesh was behind from the very beginning there and almost pulled it back.
Well, I'm looking at the bug in the replay. Yeah, it's not obvious. It's a pretty well hidden bug, but it is visible. I think Yerand was confident of that bug.
I agree.
And it's textbook to wait. wait until they could be done if you're not sure.
Yeah, it's pretty solid sniper play coming out of there, but either way, we're heading on to Panopticon. It's going to be any 5 of 7. Once again, Yeesh starting things out on the spy side. Whenever you
Oh wait,
guys are ready.
Panopticon, I gotta go to the next one.
Don't we have another pub game?
We have
Or am
another
I?
pub game, right?
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, another pub game. Yep.
For some reason, I thought that was the second one. I mismarked things. All right, another pub game.
All right, we're gonna
My bad.
It's fine. We're gonna be starting this one in 3, 2, 1, go.
Pretty standard lighting situation from Yeesh at the start. Yerand got a little bit caught up on the Amba there, but
Choosing not to attempt to bug. Probably smart. I don't think it would have taken.
I think if you try to bug in that situation, you are liable to take a bullet for it.
Yeah, and you don't need to throw your game away at the start, like some players do.
I am not sure what happened with that path, but I'll take it.
Not noticed, I guess. Now, I do think Yeesh is more of a camper, right? When he plays as sniper.
I think so, yeah.
I mean, you know, most players are to some degree anyway, but...
Picks up the green flirt to start things off. A bit of a slow start for Yerand, but he knows how to handle it for sure.
So he highlighted Alice.
Be willing to time ad here. Does, in fact. White Test was right on camera. Highlight for it as well.
Mm.
And now Yeesh is in a very strong position.
Banana bread.
That's
Pretty
not
solid BB.
Yeah, all of the highlights were in with one of the DAs. It couldn't have been better considering that there were like 4 people out. But
I think it's possible the only people out were low lights too, except for maybe one.
they were neutral lights. There were like 3 neutral lights out.
Okay. Well, he got the low lights off fast then, because...
Yeah, and now...
Now he's delegating, which I think is probably the right call. Yerand, I don't know. I still think he's a ways behind, both on time and on
He still has a minute and a half. He does need to do some flirting, and he needs to find either a statue or something.
This Amba positioning could be a bit of a gift for him. Not able to get away with a bug, though, so he opts not to try.
The Purloin, is that going to time out? It's been a while.
It has been. Does get the 2 flirt, though, which is nice to see.
Good, yeah. Yeah, he needs that.
Purloin
There's the Purloin.
Does come off, just
noticed, barely. I think.
Looks like it was.
Yeah, he can tell the list is gone. He knows it was a low light that did it.
Does he remember who delegated?
I don't know how I feel about inspecting.
I think he does.
There it is. Yeah. I mean, it's just, what were his options? I guess inspect is the only one you could try, but
yeah,
bug might have been a better risk to take. I see too many people getting shot for that last inspect.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
it was an okay game, but he kind of dug himself a hole by not getting like either a hardtail out at the beginning or something.
Yeah.
He moved really slow, and that time ad didn't help him because he ended up getting a highlight. So
indeed. All right, onward to Panop. Any 5
Onward
of
and up.
7. This is a very different map from Pub.
Now we're going to see how they can do in 3, 2, 1, go.
He's just waiting for this crowd to clear before he steps out. Very slow start from Yeesh.
Yeah, was he waiting for a flirt? Is that what he wanted to start with?
If he was waiting for a flirt, I think he would have followed to the bookcase.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess
And
you just
29 as well is not the number you want to see.
No, definitely not. That adds another visit.
Yeah. I'm surprised it didn't get a little bit more snuggly because there's so much to look at. It's hard to track flirt pairings, especially not when it's not right at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, it is really hard to track flirt on here, but with fingerprint removed, I don't know if he'll really have to. He might be able to just camp hardtails.
Yeah. But, like, this is why I think he should have stood closer, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah. Especially at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A very, very slow start from Yeesh. Still hasn't done almost anything.
And the end of red.
Fake
BB
BB coming
at
off. This is...
a minute and a half into a pan-op game.
This is very unusual.
Yeah, I guess he's just sticking to this strategy. He wants to invoke a shot. Maybe he'll swap a statue or something and not bother to inspect. He does have to show a hard tell or two here if he wants that to work.
Gets a free few percent on a flirt when
But he's not even above 50%.
Yeah, it's not much.
Yeah. He can get a bug here. He does go for it. It doesn't work. I don't think the Emba got close enough.
Yeah.
That may have been visible to Yerand, so...
Yeah. But you're right, he really does have to start showing some hardtails, or I don't think Yerand's going to have a reason to take a shot.
And the end of red.
There's
the real BB.
Might purloin out of it. Does indeed. But it's white.
Yeah.
Sees the fade. Sees the shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good control by Yerand. I mean, he knows not to shoot until he sees a reason to shoot. And you can slow play all you want. It's not going to work against that strategy.
Yerand has been very solid on the sniper, it feels like.
Yerand's sniper is very solid. It's tough to beat.
Well, if Yeesh can't beat Yerand on the sniper, he's gonna have to do it on the spy.
And we'll see if he can in 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, this is Yerand as spy, yeah?
Yeah. Yerand on the spy.
Yeah, Yeesh needs to pick up a win here. He definitely needs a win.
Cannot afford to go down 4-2. Although we have seen some pretty insane comebacks previously.
Yeah, Yerand's showing us how it's done, already at 51% on his flirt. And it looks like he might go to finish it off here, which will put him in a good spot to grab a fingerprint if the Emba puts that book back.
And if more people settle down, this is a good convo for a BB. Lots of movement from around the party, though, so it's unlikely to happen.
Emba does put the book back, so is he going to grab that print?
85% off of his second flirt.
It's worth waiting for this flirt as well. No, he wants the print.
This is a decision that I agree with. It's getting prints off relatively inconspicuous things is
And he
a
waited.
very good habit to get into.
He waited a decent amount of time before he grabbed it, and the briefcase isn't there, making it obvious that the Emba just left either.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it looks like he got away with it. Print is really hard to track on larger maps, especially. So there's just so
Final
much for the Emba to
flirt from
touch.
distance.
Yeah, and flirt being done when he has more than 2 minutes left is excellent. He has one print. He has seduce done. He could do pretty much any of these missions. I wouldn't microfilm though. He's already been seen at a shelf,
Indeed.
so he doesn't need to go to 2 more.
Banana bread.
Fake BB might try to get a purloin out of it. It's going to be a bit of a delay, though. It does not.
Yeah, I think that's the right choice. I don't really know what the BB was about. I don't think the BB was a great option, but
Yeah. Wanted the second print off the briefcase, but wasn't able to get there in time.
maybe he feels he's moving a little bit too slow.
Yeah.
He did lose like a good 40 seconds, so maybe he just wants to threaten Yeesh. He's gonna have to hard trade for this. He can't take out.
I think he has to. He's low enough on time that he doesn't have much choice.
It's not
Going
worth
to the
it
manual
because it
transfer,
adds
though.
another 30 seconds. Where's he gonna get that time? He has to time add, or
Well, it looks like he's going to do exactly
Yeah.
that. It is
Yeah.
a green test, though, so that's nice for him.
yeah. I mean, he got caught for the last one,
Waiting,
so-
waiting to get seen at the window after the fact. Hanging out there for a while afterwards is a very interesting
There's a
play.
print. Okay. I still don't like the time ad. I think if he had just oh
Well, it winds up working out for him.
yeah, winds up working out for him. Okay. But I still don't like the time ad. I think he could have played better in the minute before that, rather than
Yeah.
waiting around and getting that fake. I think he should have finished flirt and just walked away and done something else, and he would have been way ahead. Still, it works out.
Here's what I will say. I like the time ad. I don't like that he had to.
Right. Okay. That's fair.
And with that,
We move on to Gallery any 4 of 8.
we do indeed. Yeesh. That was a hard loss for him, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he shot Bondo at the end, but
Maybe
Bondo had to
it was something to do with the time ad, I can imagine.
That seems
well,
plausible.
you can't shoot for a time ad though, or you shouldn't shoot for a time ad.
Yeah. But if you'd already seen him for a few other things and thought you caught him on a time ad, I can totally see a shot happening there.
Yeah, fair enough.
Either way, stepping into Gallery. This is a map we don't see as much as I thought we would.
No, well, I just got this is the first time I've seen Gallery in tonight's matches as well.
Well, let's see. Let's see how this goes. Yeesh starting things off on the spy side, he's back against the wall. Yerand on the sniper. Whenever you're ready.
3, 2, 1, and go.
And this is any 4 of 8, so we don't have to cut any missions from it.
I love this map as a caster. You could just press 6 and you can get a full view of everybody's. It's perfect.
It is. You don't need the width on the sniper camera as
Well,
much.
if I know Yeesh, I think he's going to wait around for this bug opportunity when the Emba leaves the bookshelf. He loves the reverse drive-by.
And this could be quite a nice one.
Yeah, and this is a great location for it. I mean, if I were him, I'd probably nudge myself out a little bit to the edge of the conversation and kind of increase the odds that the Emba's going to walk by me. But other than that, he might also consider a purloin here. Oh, that's
Ooh.
okay.
Emba went around the wrong way and he went for the bug anyways and got it. It wasn't It wasn't a perfect bug, but it worked. It didn't have to be a perfect bug.
Yeah, like when you're going for a bug like that, you knowingly sacrifice like that visibility, right? You say like
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something more obvious, but yeah, that was really good execution. It was really good execution on Yeesh's part.
Yeah. On a map like this,
got away with it.
almost everything is on camera anyways, but even though Yeesh could have, sorry, even though Yerand could have seen it, it doesn't make it any more likely that he did.
Right, and now he's not high lit. As far as we know, he's not a suspect, so it seems to have been a risk that paid off really well for him.
Indeed.
And it will put him ahead a little bit.
Stepping in for his first flirt. Green
Great.
test for 50%. Very nice.
He's in a good position. He might want to consider getting that BB. The other DA's in the conversation, but he'd have to walk all the way over there. Or maybe start on Inspect or something.
Well, delaying a moment to see
He'll
what he
get
can
this
do.
flare. White. It's not the worst thing that could have happened. It would have been really nice to get a green there, but
Still has a
how it
minute and
goes.
15 to play, so there's time.
Yerand, I imagine, is watching Orange Dress at the blue shelf right now.
I'm a little bit surprised he didn't enter that convo for the BB. Now he's going for it. Although there's more movement now.
Banana bread.
Not a bad
lowlights.
BB. Yerand picked up most of the lowlights there, so quick clicking on his part.
Absolutely, that was a pretty good BB and a pretty good reaction to it.
Yeah.
Here's the last flirt. 1 mission to go. 30 seconds to get it. What's it going to be? It's not going to be an inspect.
Don't purloin. If it's purloin. He
It's
went with
purloin.
purloin.
This is
Yeah.
a shot. It has to be the jukes.
He's dancing.
He can't quite get it.
Couldn't. Yeah. No way.
That first juke was godlike, though.
The first one always is, though. You got to get him on the first juke, because otherwise you're just moving around.
Yeah.
He had 20 seconds left. I think he could have done something else. I think
Yeah.
maybe a swap body block would have been a better option, or I don't know what Inspect was out.
Yeah.
Couldn't do print. It was either swap or purloin then, or maybe some crazy transfer. You know,
Yeah, I
could have worked.
think if you're going to go for the purloin in a situation like that, you have to make sure that Toby's in a spot where the tray can't be seen when it comes back up.
Yeah, you need a better position. Maybe he really just was relying on the green, like a green can still win, but it looked like to me that Yerand was just tracking that for the moment. So he was on top of it.
Yeah. And Yerand is able to take that match.
Yeah. Otherwise, I think that was an excellent spy game by Yeesh.
Yeah.
At the end, he did end up, losing, but it only takes one mistake for a spy to lose. I really do think this was a really strong spy game for him. So
I agree. Just a little bit too much time crunch than he could deal with.
what was the final score here?
Final score was 5-2.
5-2.
Is it 5-2?
Yeah, 5-2.
It felt a bit closer than that. I mean, Yeesh played well, I really do think, but Yerand definitely edging him out, spotting, a few of Yeesh's tricks, and Yerand's sniper game was just really on point.
It was, and with that, it's time for the final game. The man himself, the host cameraman, going up against my